Howdy do, ladies and gentlemen. Just checking my sound here. If you heard echo at all. Oh, just trying to get relaxed on my bed now. um, but today we are starting Sonic Adventure 2. I'm gonna see right quick, see how loud this is compared to how I'm talking.
File select.
Well, they're just so insistent on having cut out anything that you pull up on your screen, like the 360 screen. So that's why you may see a bunch of those little pauses or whatever you want to call them. But anyway, hopefully this won't be too loud. Let's see. Alright. Is it too loud? Hopefully I won't be too loud. Hopefully I won't be overpowering the volume. But, you know, sorry about the echo. Hold on. Let me try this out, though, because first, let me turn down my TV or mute my TV real quick so I can try this to see how it sounds. Hear how it sounds. Is this too loud? I think it's a decent volume. I mean, y'all can let me know. Whoever watches, y'all can let me know if this is too loud, too quiet. If I am. Anyway, yeah, let's get started. Let's get started with Hero, of course.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on radar. Report cargo status of captured Hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't copy that.
Hedgehog is
Over.
gone. He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong?
What in the
Come
world?
in. Over.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that Hedgehog!
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like money better. Yeah!
Yes.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads. Capture the suspect.
It's just kind of funny, because, like, you gotta imagine, like, someone who didn't really know much about this game going in years ago, it's like, started out the hero story, and they see Sonic escaping from, like, a military thing, and you're like, wait a minute, what? But yeah, this is, hold on, just trying to test out the sound again. Okay. It seemed like it was too low whenever I was, like, you know, talking, or whenever I was, whenever I had it, like, at a lower volume, but then, like, now it's, you know... But anyway, folks, this right here is one of my favorite games ever made. It's just so good. I mean, I get frustrated at it, don't get me wrong, because it's definitely not perfect. But I do rather enjoy it overall. Gecko, Wacko, and Dot. And no, of course, I'm not going for the top grades on everything. I'm not going for an A rank on everything. Oh yeah. Rolling around at the speed of sound. It's just like, if they would make Sonic games, even if it was just Sonic, if they would make them to where the gameplay was like this, like more, you know, tight, you know, better controls and stuff, or better physics overall, but like, if they would make a Sonic game that was just like, played like this, if all levels were like similar to Sonic and Shadow's gameplay in this game, you would have a really great Sonic game. Like, if it was better and it had enough features and stuff, then I would be perfectly okay with just using. I mean, I would love to use like Shadow again and stuff in a mainline thing, and not just as a, you know, as a side character, but like, I don't know. The boost formula has gotten a little, well, even from the start, the boost formula is kind of, you know, too straightforward, and I hate when it goes to side-scrolling, and there was a big cat back there. Let's see, but yeah, that was, if they would just make games like this, if they would just make the Sonic games like this, then, you know,
Yes!
we would have a pretty decent Sonic fan community, you know, reaction and stuff. I do not at all expect to get an A.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Hey, B's not bad though. Gonna be entering. Oh, well, it's gonna be pausing here soon. And speaking of pausing, though, I shall be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Be right back. Sorry, just had to chat with someone real quick. But here we go. Ciao. Of course, I won't be spending all my time here. Just kind of, you know. And normally, I would think more ahead about what I would want the child to look like and stuff. Like normally I would be like, okay, I don't want to give them the animals just yet, but given that I'm just doing this for the stream, you know, I'm just gonna give them whatever I have. Like, this isn't gonna be an important, like, I'm not working up to make him into a Chaos Chow, you know.
Don't worry, buddy.
Now, if I get, okay, so my plan currently is to get through, like, have one stream dedicated to getting through the hero story, and then the next one being dedicated to getting through the dark story. It just depends on how long it takes.
Don't worry, buddy.
By the way, you can do this real quick. Sorry about the repetitive nature of it.
Don't worry, buddy.
But I'm making him into a hero chow.
Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry,
Just to show off what it's like.
Don't worry, buddy. 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 Don't worry, buddy.
Anyway, let's go ahead and name this chow. Never mind. Can't do that during story mode, apparently.
This game of tag is boring. I'm out here. Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on!
Squadron Troop Bigfoot reporting to headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
Cleaning up the chows in the background there. It can be pretty easy when you...
Bigfoot to headquarters, over. We've engaged the enemy and we're just ahead.
Whew, took
Hey,
forever.
guy, take care.
Hey, guy.
What?
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog!
Chaos control!
Wow, he's fast! Hey, it's not his speed, he must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form. There is no time for games. Farewell.
Good! Shadow, what is
Stay where you are! Keep your hands up!
Just let it go. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that?
The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That makes it very powerful.
What the?
What? Thief?
Look who's calling who a thief.
I came here following the signal from the Emerald. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Master Emerald, is it not? Dr. Eggman.
So that's Dr. Eggman.
Well, I decided to do something. I'll just take it with me. Farewell, knucklehead.
Not if I can help it.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald!
I did that to prevent the Master Emerald from being stolen, you idiot. If it's in pieces, I can restore it. And by the way, that's not your emerald.
Doesn't matter. I'll look into it once I get back to the base.
I despise anyone who takes jewels from me. All the world's gems are mine to keep.
Yeah, we'll see about that, Batgirl.
I think Warner Bros. And DC might have something to say about that. I don't know. Well, hey, if my voice seems a little too low, hearing the music and stuff, it matches the characters on here because I play the music so freaking loud. Anyway, where's that emerald?
What are you doing? Why don't you get yourself? Help me!
Or you know what? What I may end up doing is if I end up deciding to anyway, what I may end up doing is having it to where is in the last stream, before I start the final story, I may end up getting everyone's power up. Maybe saving it for that. So I know saving things till the end doesn't exactly work the best for me when it comes to doing these streams, but this is gonna be a bit different than like getting everything crashed and stuff. I know whenever I was saving most stuff for the finale of Crash Insane Trilogy, that ended up taking me a long time. But you know. But anyway, you know. Okay, where is that last darn thing? He found him. That's good.
Yeah, this is perfect.
I got an A rank. That's good, I guess. I'm gonna drag this out for a minute. I think everyone pretty much unanimously agrees that like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is a perfectly fine port of the original version. I mean, they didn't do like too much to improve it, but that's okay because there wasn't. I mean, there was stuff like like with the Chow and stuff, but like, but when it comes to you know, overall stuff, like, you know, like I said about Sonic Adventure DX, apparently that one was more glitchy than the original version. But, you know. Prison Island.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV. I still can't believe that Sonic destroyed the military building or robbed the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too. What's Amy doing here? Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger. Tornado transformation!
Yeah, Tails' voice acting is pretty bad here too. I mean, like, it wasn't exactly great in the original version, you know, or in the original Sonic Adventure, but it seems kind of worse here, if I'm being honest. It seems like he is more robotic and reading straight from the script. There is no effort into sounding like character, but that's That's because you got a child to talk for a character. That is not exactly the best idea. It'll hardly work. At least this isn't Hollywood, where they would screw over the child and make him very, messed up after a while.
Hey, how's that?
Now, I think this is, I mean, like, he does fine in some scenes, but, you know, just
This
the
time
beginning
I'll let you
scene.
go, but the next time we meet, you won't be so lucky.
Wow, Tails, you did it! But what are you doing here on this island?
I'm the one who should be asking that question. Don't you know it's dangerous here?
I know, but I'm here to save my hero, Sonic.
Again?
Hurry! I know Eggman's up to no good again.
Okay, you stay here and I'll be right back.
Don't leave without me! I want to help Sonic too!
Sorry about that, folks. I'll mute my mic while it does that. Good now. One thing I do have to complain about this is that like about the shooting in this, the shooting gameplay in this game with the Sonic and Eggman gameplay, or Tails and Eggman gameplay. Is that it's a little too, like, the momentum of it is not exactly the best. Which is fine, like, the momentum is fine if you're not trying to go very quick. Given that this is a game where you were part of the A rank in all versions is getting the best time. I wouldn't exactly call this the best, you know. Like the way he, like, when you move around, like, he like stops where he's like really slow and then picks up again, you know, the momentum's just kind of not the best. But I mean, you know, like in some ways I think this is better than gameplay, because, you know, it's essentially the same thing, but like part of the thing that's better is that there's not a time thing. I thought that was really bad to begin with in Sonic Adventure 1, like, it came up, but you know what I mean, like, it's not, it's not all that great. But, I mean, I don't like the fact that it's time, you know, you have to start shooting and stuff. But anyway, but I do think that Gamma had better momentum overall. Did I just shoot my well, as much as I can, I'm going to try to get the power-ups that don't require other power-ups to get through the streams that I do, and then as I go through, I'll do the same thing as I go through the dark story, you know, dark side. But you know.
was easy.
You see? Anyway, but comparing the two, this one and the original Sonic Adventure, I do like this one better. Like I said, this one's one of my favorite games ever made. Whereas Sonic Adventure is definitely up there, just not my favorite. Really good one, but you know.
Everything will be okay.
Eventually the eggs do hatch on their own. You can just make it quicker if you know, use the characters to, Take.
Everything will be okay.
Oh, the Chow, they're so adorable. Now, I'm not going to be going to the Chow Garden all the time, I just, you know.
Huh? Amy?
Keep your voice down. Have no fear. Amy Rose is here.
How'd you get here?
Well, if you gotta know, I caught a ride with Tails. Are you sure you don't need my help? It looks like you could use it.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see
Whoa.
it? Where is it now?
If I tell you, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time. That black hedgehog came here with Dr. Eggman.
So, Eggman's behind this, huh?
What's all that writing on the wall anyway? Did you write that? Wait for me, Sonic! He's such a brat sometimes.
I think in this game, it seems like every time they try to go edgier with Sonic, there's always something that holds them back, or they always have to change it for some reason. It's like, I think in the original version of this game, like there was a line that was cut out, where it was, like if you remember there at the beginning with the, like the military, they're like, you had, yeah, first we get this power up. Light shoes. You could do the light dash shoes. Just press the B button or the X button. They had it to where like the guy said, "Why?" There at the beginning. I think that was originally meant to say, "What the hell?" Or you know. So like. They always try to add swearing in these Sonic games, and the only time that they actually really got away with, I mean, there was a couple times, but like, the only time they really got, you know, to do it was with Shadow the Hedgehog, and even then they still had to cut some things out. The game was originally supposed to take advantage of the T rating. The Shadow the Hedgehog. Wait, I'm not going to the Shadow Hedgehog. It was originally going to take advantage of the T rating, but then people were like, no! I feel like it should have been. Did get a 12 rating in Europe, in the places with Peggy. Which I really wish I could stream Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, in a way, I technically could if I wanted to, but it's a little complicated. Or it wouldn't look as good.
Yes!
Because, I mean, there's only one way I can think of that's, you know,
just made it.
Just made it. Excuse me, Sparkus. It's like right here, so right beside me.
Phew.
Hardly give him
So
room.
far, so good. Hey, that's...
That blue hedgehog again, of all places.
I found you. Faker.
Faker? I think you're the fake hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough to be
I'll
my
make you
fake.
eat those words.
There's no time to play games. You won't even
That was
get
a
the
very
chance.
misunderstood character. Misunderstood by Sega themselves.
I'm the coolest.
Now, he did say lines like that, and that's pretty ridiculous. And it's also ridiculous that I was easily able to fall
There's
off
no
there,
time
you
to
know.
play games. You won't even get the chance.
You won't be able to just
Shadow.
try something to lower his defenses.
I'm pretty sure they... It wouldn't surprise me at all if, like, it was the English... If it's only the English version where he says, I'm the coolest.
Do you know who
By the
I
way,
am?
Big was there. But, you know... They probably just did that because at the time it's like, oh, he's cool and he should say I'm the coolest. You know. Wide open mouth Shadow.
Shadow, what are you doing? Hurry and get back here right now before the island blows up with you on it!
Blows up? You gotta get out of here. Find Amy and Tails. Right away.
Far away. Don't even attempt to move your mouth, your teeth, and stuff. I'm just gonna go over here. But, I think yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog is just kind of misunderstood. By the way, I do plan in the Dark Story, I do plan on skipping the cutscenes like that we've already watched. As you can imagine, it's you know, they play out the same. The only thing that really changes in some of the scenes is the music. Like that scene with Knuckles and Rouge. The scene with Knuckles and Rouge is basically the same, or it is the same. The only difference is the music. It plays Rouge's theme instead of Knuckles' theme. But yeah, Sonic. I mean, like, yeah, I'll be cutting. Now, some of the scenes I can't skip. Like that scene where, you know, Faker, you know, and stuff. I found you, Faker, you know, that kind of stuff. So that scene I can't skip because it's part of the level. For some reason, you can't skip those cutscenes. But it's okay, at least it doesn't take up the timer in Sonic Forces. Sonic Force isn't that bad, but there are some parts where it's like it takes up so many seconds and it's unskippable. Like let me just go on a little rant here about Sonic Forces real quick, because there's a lot to rant about that game. But anyway, like whenever I was trying to get the best time on a lot of the levels and stuff, when I got to this Eggman boss. Or the Eggman boss where you have to fight him as Classic Sonic. It got really I don't know, it was really stupid because what am I trying to say here? There was an unskippable moment that still took up the time. And I think that's the reason why I was like for a long time. I don't even remember if I got it or not, but basically it took me a while to be able to get the best time because I couldn't skip that cutscene. So anyway,
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Yeah, in this game I won't be able to skip some cutscenes, but even if they're repeated, but at least we're only going to be seeing them one other time, you know?
This place sure feels haunted. There's no time to lose. I have to hurry and find the Master Emerald.
Famous Pumpkin Hill. Shovel claws, yes, we know about those. There we go. I ain't gonna let it get to me. Just a moment, folks. My phone is not wanting to. Hold on. There we go. Double containers. No. Pumpkin Mountain. Mount Pumpkin.
It's closer.
It's closer.
2 more left.
There it is. Now you can still get the emerald pieces, even if you don't pick up on, even if it doesn't pick up on the radar. You know, it's like you notice that like it doesn't go off even if I'm near it. You know, the last one, I guess you could say. Yeah.
One more left.
What more left? The train. Remember the train outside my house? I really gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Anyway, don't have any hints yet. Alright.
This is the Ghost Train turntable. Move the switch in the direction
Turns the
you
table.
want the train to go.
Okay. Now, at the very least with, King of the Hill. Hey, that's a pretty good show. Very least with Omo Chow, he sounds robotic, but it makes sense for him to sound robotic. His voice. Just saying. But like, when they have someone like Tails, but also Rouge is like, at the very least, well, that is interesting. With Tails, it also kind of makes sense. Again, it's a kid and probably wasn't given the best direction anyway. It's like, but with what am I trying to think of? But with Rouge, she doesn't have the best voice acting either. Like, And I'm pretty sure that was an adult woman. That voiced her. So that may have come down to voice direction, but still, it wasn't. It's not exactly the best I've ever heard either. It must be over here.
It's closer. All right, I found him.
What timing? I know that it's here. I sense it in my feet. That's like it was right below his feet.
Yeah, I feel good.
All right. Oh, I gotta stretch. Sparkus, can you please scoot over? Watch out, buddy. Watch out. Come on. Watch out. Watch out, buddy. Please scoot over.
Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears and listen to me very carefully. My name is Dr. Eggman, the world's greatest scientist, and soon to be the world's greatest ruler. Now witness the beginning of the greatest empire of all time.
Well, really amazing looking at the time. Boy, some of the character models, I mean, like, there's definitely been worse looking character models at the time, but like that little girl that showed, it's like, man, it's kind of freaky looking.
Look! Half of the moon is gone?
Eggman! Oh, that creep never gives up.
But how did he manage to harness all that energy?
It's got to be the Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, that's the reason they were looking for him. Tails?
The Chaos Emeralds are like magnets. They have the power to attract each other. I can use that to find where Eggman is.
I'll take care of the police while you try and find a way out of here. Find Eggman.
Got it!
The three of them. That means me, too. Hey, wait!
Mission Street. Boy, I love these graphical glitches right here. Kind of weird though. I started playing. Okay, so I've never actually seen those graphical glitches before like that until I played this on the Xbox One X. Not just on the Xbox One, the Xbox One X. I'm kind of wondering if that's the reason some of these graphical glitches are happening. Because it's never happened to me on the GameCube version or the Dreamcast version. Or this version on the 360, this version on the PS3, or playing on the original Xbox One. That hasn't really happened to me before until I played this on the Xbox One X. But I'm just gonna say the game is bad overall because of that, and Mario Superior. It almost sounds like saying Mother Superior. Mario Superior. Right. Anyway, it's like, they've saved the day so many times. Been like this one time where they get kind of confused, like, wait, you think it's maybe someone else? No, it's immediately just go after every one of these animals. Which I actually did kind of point that out in Sonic X. I forgot if I did, but like, Knuckles was referring to like the humans that like talking about how they're praise as heroes sometimes, but they're so quick to if anything happens or if they think something's going on, they're so quick to jump to it being the fault of them, you know. I thought that was kind of interesting. They pointed that out. It's just like, you know, that's a good point. Like the humans in this game sometimes are just like, you know, they've saved the day so many times, but then like, you know, when something goes wrong or something, it's just like they're so quick to jump to, you know, calling them out as criminals and stuff. And you also look at Shadow the Hedgehog game, where you just kind of go after Shadow. I mean, no, I think the reason for that, like, I think the reason you have both humans and the aliens trying to attack you, even if you're helping them out technically, is that, like, it encourages you to go, like, well, shoot, which side should I choose? They're both kind of dicks to me. It's whatever. So to go on a thing about Sonic 06, this is a big conversation, and I have had this conversation before, but I still discuss this in a conversation. Sonic 06, there's so many things you look back on, and there's so many great ideas they had for the game, that they just didn't rush the stupid thing. They could have had such a great game. Like, it could have possibly have been one of the best Sonic games ever made. I mean, it wouldn't have included the Chow Garden. I mean,
that was easy.
If it was fixed, if everything went smoothly, and then they also added a Chow Garden, it would possibly be the definitive Sonic game. But because they decided to rush it, and they couldn't make up their minds on what they wanted it to be, and then like the original director or creator of Sonic left, it just messed everything up.
I didn't expect the inside of the mines to be like this. This is gonna be tougher than I thought.
Because, like, here's what I mean by that. So there's people that kind of, you know, there's people that have complained about this game, or like these games, you know, there's always something they just don't like. You know, I mean, every game's gonna have that, where some people may like it, some won't. You know, I think it's like the different gameplay styles. You know, like, you know, not everyone likes the treasure hunting stages. Not everyone likes the shooting stuff. And I'm sure there's a small minority that doesn't. People who like these games that don't like the Sonic and Shadow gameplay. But what I'm saying is, like, Sonic 06 had a sort of solution to that, where they had it to where you pretty much use almost all the characters that have been in these games and stuff. And where the heck is this stupid emerald piece? But anyway. But like, when it comes to, but when it comes to what Sonic 06 was trying to do, it had so many good ideas in terms of the gameplay, because, like, you got to use all these characters, but the primary ones that you used were the ones that were the closest to Sonic and to the Sonic and Shadow gameplay of this game. Because while they play differently, Silver's obviously a lot slower. This is really getting on my nerves. I cannot find stupid emerald because it feels like I'm trying to. Whenever I get closer, it's not closer. Anyway, and now I'm trying to reach this, and it's being stupid as can be. I guess I'll go ahead and do this real quick. Again. Thank goodness I'm not trying to go for the best time during this run. Is it up here? Can't tell. Coal pile, I think that's up here. I don't know where the stupid skull pile is. What are you talking about? Water lifts. Oh yeah, okay, I think it's in one of the walls. I hate this level though. Like I do not like this level. Oh, there it is. Because you know, you have to also get the best time in addition to the best score. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, Sonic 06, like, you use Sonic, you have Sonic's story, Shadow story, and Silver story. And, you know, like, despite Silver going really slow, and despite them all having different power-ups, they generally play like Sonic. And you occasionally have these levels where you switch over to another character for a brief amount of time. And they're, you know, when you use Tails, you're not doing the shooting gameplay, you're just doing regular Tails. You're using like Rouge and stuff, and you know, Knuckles, they're not treasure hunting. They just play like the treasure hunting stages. There was just so much about it that was so good. It was such good ideas, I mean. And then they decided, nah, I just wanna, like, nah, we gotta rush this thing. Because I have, like, the thing above his head, so I can't. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's supposed to be. Don't put up the thing if it's not actually there. Lord have mercy. Where the heck is it? I mean, like I said, folks, this isn't exactly a perfect game. Good Lord! Get it! Get the stupid emerald, it's right here! It's supposed to be right here! Get it! Not the shield! Get the emerald piece! What are you doing? It's right here! Exclamation point! Yep, that's it! That's where it's at! No, apparently not! Can you just get the stupid emerald already? I mean, you all see this right now, right? I think I'm justified in being this angry. My favorite game, I mean, even my favorite game, Crash Bandicoot Warped gets on my nerves too. So, just saying, despite how angry I'm getting, this is like, and this is pretty bad. Because it's supposed to be right here and he's not getting it. What is he? What is this? What is this, Knuckles? What is this? Exclamation point! It's right here. Just gotta dig. Nope, never mind. Let's not register it. What is going on? Why would you put the stupid exclamation point there like it's right there when it's not there? God, I love this game. I swear, if it's like on the other side and it's like right next to it, then, oh my gosh, that is... Oh, there's a special place in hell for whoever approved this right here. What is going on? What is this? What is this? Holy crap! That is not good. That's not a good thing to approve of. Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the power up while I'm here. I'm just gonna get an E rank anyway because it doesn't want to register me getting the emerald piece. Doesn't want to register it for me, despite the fact that it's supposed to be right there. The exclamation point makes it sound like, yep, it's right there. Hair necklace. It makes this level less frustrating. But I mean, you all watching this saw what was happening there. That was pretty bad. Like I said, as much as I love this game, you got crap like that happening. It's like, oh, it's right here. Actually, no, it's not. Or, you're not digging there. What are you doing? You're supposed to dig here. What are you doing? Exclamation point. It's right here. Dig. As I dig. What are you doing? What is going on? Am I gonna have to reset the stupid level? I'm just gonna do it. I hope I still have the air necklace. Let's see. I think I do. Yeah, I have it. I had to reset the stupid level because why? Because it didn't want to register. But anyway, I'll be right back, folks. Wait. I won't mute it this time. I'm just gonna be real quick. know if you all could hear that through the mic and stuff, but this video of this woman getting, I don't know if this is a common thing that everyone has already seen, but like this is the first time I've watched it, but this woman on this show getting scared by olives. That's, you know. Minecarts. Mines.
It's closer.
I thought it was like a little animal for a moment. But anyway, hopefully we'll actually be able to get the emerald this time. Hopefully they'll actually register that we're getting the emerald, that we're digging and stuff. Switch no one. Okay, well I need to switch it to number 1. Okay, you're not in the same area. Good. I love this game, but you know, so the problems are kind of hard to ignore. So where again? Let's see here. Now, if I didn't have that power up, you know, you do have bubbles here occasionally, but like, you know, and you got Big the Cat right over here. Please. Go down here, or what do I do? Oh no. Okay, so that's not where. Actually, I think that's for a separate challenge there. Find the Chow challenge. Challenge. Oh no. Out of line. That kind of makes me think like the people who will just randomly come into a song. Like the redneck kids I knew in school. That like, gosh, I remember when these redneck kids came on the oh, there it is. Well, there's one anyway. Yeah, see, you can still get these. Assuming I can do it. One more left. But what did I say here? Yeah, I remember these redneck kids. Basically, or like there's always been redneck kids around. Like there was like these middle school and high school redneck kids. They were probably like 2 or 3 grades behind me. They essentially came onto the bus I used to ride one day and just essentially took over. I don't remember if the bus driver was related to them or what the case was, but she started, because they were, you know, because they wanted it. They always played this, you know, music, like on the radio. They always played music. So is it in here? Is this where I need to be? Inside the minecart in the highest room. Okay, it's not there. Down here? I don't know where they're talking about. Not here. This isn't really the highest room, but I don't know what's going to be registered as the highest room. This is why I hate this level. It's also like the fact that you have to switch around stuff all the time. Is it here? Where's it at? Are we having another issue here? Oh, why did you say it's in a minecart? Unless you said minecart room, I don't know. But anyway, but yeah,
I have to try harder.
Or the developers could have tried harder at trying to make a better level. But anyway, this game's 20 years old, so you know it's whatever.
Sheesh. There always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them. Tails, any news yet?
For some reason, I'm not getting a signal from the 6 remaining Chaos Emeralds. Maybe Eggman took the emeralds into outer space.
Outer space?
Wow.
Knuckles!
Hey guys, long time no see. I must have got lost in the mines. Looking for the Master Emerald pieces was tougher than I thought it would be. Where are we anyway? Hey, where are you going?
Move aside, Knuckles!
I managed to find the transcripts between Eggman and the President in the government computer. I'm following the President's limo right now. If we get into the limo, we can trace the call to find Eggman.
Okay, let's meet up there.
Hey! Wait for me, Tails!
The President
Anyway.
must be over there. Let's go!
I play this level a lot on here whenever I try to get more rings in the Chow Garden area. Because this is one of the like the easiest ways to get rings and hold on to them, at least. It's one of the fastest ways to do it. But anyway, what was I trying to say here? But like when it comes to
I'm getting closer.
oh yeah, the redneck kids. I remember like these redneck kids being on the bus. They essentially took over because they had only their music coming playing, and it seems like they were allowed to. It seems like they were allowed to do whatever they wanted. Like they could get up and move around if they wanted to, and anyone else, and the bus driver would get onto them. I mean, the bus driver would just kind of get onto the redneck kids, but like otherwise, they were able to do whatever, and they annoyed the crap out of a lot of people. It was pretty bad.
Tails, did you find the President?
Almost, Sonic. Just a few more minutes.
And while I'm on a rant about things that I would have gotten in trouble for, no one else would. I remember this time when I was on the bus. I was getting close to home, and I was, let's see here, and like I do kind of remember like seeing other people, like this other person and other people like getting down in there. This is like middle school, I think. Like this person was like getting down off their seat, and they didn't get in trouble, or they were kind of on the floor in front of their seats and stuff. They didn't get in trouble, but whenever I was doing it, I got in trouble. I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's just because the bus driver saw me do it and not the other people. And I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Yeah, I found the President.
I think to me, like for me, I mean, obviously I didn't like getting in trouble, even if I deserved it. But I think the thing that got on my nerves even more was when other people wouldn't get in trouble, but I would for the same things that they were doing, you know? And I'm just like, okay, you know, I'm going to be punished,
Mr.
but is this
President,
person also going to be
reports
punished?
show
You
that
know.
since the incident 3 hours ago,
Anyway.
the country is in turmoil. Our financial communities are impacted, and our satellite communications are down. An emergency meeting has been called. Mr. President, this is a national crisis.
Spare me the details. Exactly just what is it that you want? Dr. Eggman.
Well, let's just get down to business then, shall we, Mr. President? I won't bore you with all the details since I know you are a very busy man. Mr. President, my demands are quite simple. Surrender to the Eggman Empire and make no attempts to resist. Otherwise, your country will cease to exist. You have 24 hours to give me your answer.
No way!
What the?
Sonic,
Eggman Empire. Yeah, right.
What the heck's going on here?
Don't worry,
no.
Mr. President.
What did you
Everything's
do?
under control. Just leave it to us. Got it, Tails?
I got it! He's transmitting from the space colony Ark.
Okay, let's move it!
Wait up, Sonic!
Hey, you, wait!
Mr. President, we're receiving an incoming signal from our agent.
Inside that pyramid?
I saw Eggman go inside the pyramid. And more importantly, I saw that Batgirl go inside with him as well. Well, you saw them too, right?
Well, yeah.
We should be able to get into outer space from there. I don't know what this space colony is all about, but I'll find and destroy that cannon, and then kick their Imperial butts.
All right.
I'll go and find the entrance.
Anyway, going on my little rant here, little darling kid, but yeah, there were things in the past where I was just like, you know, I got in trouble. I mean, I've discussed it before, Dan. How like I've talked about before about how like there were teachers that had like really arbitrary rules, or at least rules that they were way too, you know, like this, like, you know, obviously you gotta have teachers that have rules, we have schools got rules. Remember the stupid PSA with something like that. Tell people schools got rules, and that's when they'll listen. I have talked about before about how like there's teachers that would punish you over like really stupid reasons. And I wasn't the only one, obviously. I mean, I've known lots of people like, you know, from an outside source, I'm sure some people say like, well, but you're just upset because you got in trouble. No, looking back, there are things that I realized, okay, I have to look back on things and realize, you know, okay, I was a little craphead, so I deserve to be punished in this thing right here, you know. But then there are some things where I look back and I'm just like, I didn't deserve to be punished for that. Or if I didn't deserve to be punished, this other person should have been too, but they weren't. See, that was one thing that got on my nerves too. Like I said, like when someone doesn't get in trouble, like if someone gets in trouble for something another person doesn't, that really gets on my nerves. Or you know what I mean? Like what by that I mean, if it's something that's, you know, they deserve to be punished, I was like, cool, but this other person deserves to be punished as well for the same thing. But they aren't and stuff. That's what really gets on my nerves. And like I said, there are rules that are just like, they're so ridiculous that you shouldn't be punished for them. And gosh, one of my teachers in elementary school, she was so, like, she was just so willing to punish everyone. Like, if one person, I mean, yeah, there's teachers that like punish the whole class, which is just as stupid. Punish the whole class over what 1 or 2 kids did. If like there's like multiple kids and you just cannot figure out who, then I kind of understand that. But when it comes to punishing the whole class over what 1 or 2 kids are doing, and they pretty much know who it was, you know, that's not good. It's not a good way to set rules and stuff. It's not, you know. But you know, that was years ago. It still happens today. It's still stupid. Like, I'm not saying just because I was involved in being punished over what other kids did, but as well, you know, being punished as well. But you know, I'm just saying, it's stupid altogether. Also, those times whenever kids could like get away with like,
I did it.
they could make up something and then actually get you in trouble because they made up something.
Very
That
good.
didn't happen to me. That happened to my brother one time. He got in trouble one time, because these kids just decided it'd be funny to accuse him of doing something, and I was like, really? But anyway, but I remember just like, I remember like getting in trouble for you know, stuff that was just like stupid reasons, and you know, and like something the same kids who did the same thing didn't get in trouble for, you know. I just have to get all this rant out because it felt back in the day, I felt like I just couldn't without getting in trouble, you know, for speaking up against injustice. Let's see. But like, I really did have teachers that were absolutely power hungry. It seemed like, you know, that would just punish you over anything. And you know, there were teachers I liked. And like I said, when I was a kid, I mean, honestly, especially when you're a kid, or if you act like a kid, when you get in trouble for something, of course you're not gonna like it. It's not fun, obviously. I mean, there are people who will try to blame something else for it. And you know, it depends on the person, but like, obviously you're not gonna like it, and at the time, because you're in trouble, you don't like it, you're just like, why am I in trouble? Blah blah blah. But I can look back at certain things and realize, you know, I deserve this, I didn't deserve this, you know, that kind of thing. Now, of course, if you were a sports player or a suck-up kid, you were a kid that got the best kind of grades and stuff like that, of course, if you got in trouble for something, it's like, oh, well, don't do this again. I'll only tell you, don't do this again. Or if it's a sports player, don't do this again, or I'll tell coach. You know, that kind of thing. But then, like, if you were just a normal kid, you accidentally sneeze a little bit and it's a little too loud, you're going to the principal. Not quite, obviously, but you know what I mean. Gosh, I just gotta say, my 3rd grade teacher. Again, this was years ago, so I'm obviously been over it for many years. But, she would punish way too much. She was way too, like, hard on the kids. By that I mean, like, like, the kids in that class hardly ever got to go to recess. I remember, like, we barely got to go to recess at all with her in charge because of us, you know, the class that she had. Because, again, she was way too punishing. And I remember hearing like my parents, like even like okay, so usually my parents would defend some of the teachers and stuff, and because they were like unlike a lot of other parents that would go like, my child is perfect and shouldn't be in trouble. If we actually got in trouble for something, my parents would usually take the side of the school because they'd be like, yeah, they probably deserved it. Now there were a lot of things, like I said, like well, I'll get to that here in a minute, but like when it came to our 3rd grade teacher, I had the same as my brother did. And apparently my brother didn't have the best experience with her either. Yes. And I just remember my parents warning me of this teacher. And I remember being like, oh, she didn't seem so bad when that was the first day and stuff.
Just made it.
And then we get to, then eventually I've realized later, you know, not too long after that, yeah, she's kind of a bitch, you know.
Looks like we're heading toward the center of the base.
That egghead sure loves mechanical things, doesn't he? I'll bet he has 1 or 2 spaceships lying around here somewhere.
The door's locked. We need a key to get in there.
No problem. We can find it. Right, Knuckles?
What? Why do I have to find the key?
We're counting on you, buddy. The world's greatest treasure hunter.
But anyway. I think there is a power-up here that it's required for me to get, so I'll be getting that anyway. Like right here. But anyway, yeah, it's required because look at that. Oh, by the way, yes, that is like Gamma right there. But I just remember the teacher just being like, okay, so I can remember. Okay, so kids used to bring in their games, their video games, and play them. And I remember only one single time I was actually able to play my Game Boy Advance. One time that I brought at recess, obviously. But and then the very next day, the principal says, "Yeah, you can't have video games here anymore." I was so pissed. And I was like, you know, I could have enjoyed this while I had the chance. But no, our 3rd grade teacher decided to be a power-hungry bitch. And, you know, I'm not one to usually swear, but I had to get that out and say that. I mean, you know what? I think, like, I've been getting a lot of stuff out recently with some things where I look back and I'm just like, you know, I need to get a rant. I mean, like I said though, I feel like I couldn't rant before because there would always be something that I would be in trouble for something, or no one would believe me about something, and you know. Anyway. Yeah, I'm 27 years old and I'm complaining about something from whenever I was like 7 years old or whatever. Oh, I think in 3rd grade I was like 8 or 9 or something. I remember I was in quote-unquote graduated 3rd grade when I was in, when it was like 2003. So basically, I got out of a grade, out of like the year of what, you know, the year that matches the grade level. I don't know if I made that clear enough. Basically, I mean that I finished 1st grade in 2001, finished 2nd grade in 2002, and so on. So in 2012, I finished 12th grade. You know, I graduated then. Anyway. It's really nice if I get Burning Mad. Not a big fan of... some of these treasure hunting levels that don't feel as open, I think that's one of the... I think that's something that I don't like, because, I mean, in a way, it's better, and in another way, it's worse. Because in one way, if you're trying to find the piece of whatever you're looking for, it's, you know, it's there. If you're trying to find, you know, and maybe if it's in that room, you won't have to search far and wide for it. But in another way, it's like, you know, it's not as open, so you might accidentally go into a different room you weren't trying to go into, and some of these rooms look samey. I mean, like, these rooms are bluer because I'm in the bluer areas, but... Okay, Burning Mad. In front of the map monitor. Between the robot of the red room and the green room. Okay. Between the red room and the green room. Okay, so would that be the blue room, or would that be the, somewhere in here? It's in front of a map. This is in front of a map. Oh, well, there's one at least. We'll have to look for it if I get it here. You gonna stop dancing around at some point? There we go. Anyway, oh, I got technically downgraded there, but all right. I like that sound, but it's like running motion. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so, gamma. I mean, these cheap imitation gammas. Golden Cross. I love the bed. Okay. Small room on the ceiling. Small room on the ceiling of the blue. Yeah.
Making some treasure.
Wait, that was... So there was a stupid key here, and I didn't know it because I feel like there should have been an option. I think that's the thing, is that it should have been an option to make it. I mean, I've mentioned this before. I should have been an option to have the key be, or to have these radars go off only when you're near a certain one. Because I can understand it kind of getting on your nerves to have them all going off at once in certain situations. But now we're about to fight a ghost.
Huh? Who's there? What the... A ghost?
Bing, boo, boo, raw. Oh no! I remember the episode that had this ghost, of Sonic X that had this ghost. Gosh darn it. Could have hit him more times. Living where? Does it not sound like he's saying bra? Bra! I like to wear bras! I think at some point, because there's not a lot of people that watch around this time, I think at some point I need to stream more during the day, like, or, you know, a different time of day. Yeah. I find it kind of interesting that they made the choice to have call these ghosts boos. When there's already, and Mario has ghosts named Boo. They're called boos. Last time, something stupid happens. Once there's some arbitrary stupid thing happens. There we go.
What a hassle.
Anyway, yeah.
That was pretty rough.
We did it! Let's go, Amy!
Yeah!
You little thieves. Did you really think you could get your
Come and get some, Eggman!
Sonic!
Just leave it to me!
This time, as well as the Chaos Emeralds, I call on you to destroy these pests! Come out, my servants!
Let's see. What other kind of rants can I go on? Seth Rogen knows how to do these days is make politically correct movies and like just make them look like they'd be for kids, but actually they're for adults. And tries to go on, tries to have political messages, and also the characters do a lot of swearing and probably smoking. You know, well, obviously a lot of his movies have had a lot of drugs and stuff involved, like weed and all that stuff. But like all he ever does anymore is just tries to make PC stuff and you know. Just overall, it's just really dumb. He tries to make fun of certain things, and then but he can't take the heat himself, and you know. It's all that happens these days. I just kind of thought of it.
Green light launch. Primary engine ignition on. Beginning liftoff countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shuttle liftoff.
It was already lifting off as you were counting down there.
So this is the space colony where Eggman is hiding. What the?
Is everyone all right? We should be landing soon.
The hatch doors are open. Don't sweat it, Knuckles. The only thing in the cargo bay are those Master Emeralds.
Don't sweat it?
Right?
Land the shuttle and let me out.
We're gonna crash this thing if you keep that up. Oh no! Don't touch that lever!
Good lord.
What's up with that knucklehead anyway? Trying to take over the shuttle. I thought we were toast for sure. Huh? Where did he go now?
Looks like he bailed.
This place looks deserted. Dusty, too.
This place was shut down about 50 years ago because of a terrible accident. The first Bernoulli spherical space colony, called ARC. When it was operational, it was the most advanced research center of its kind. But looking at it now...
Now it's an abandoned ARC, wouldn't you say?
There's not much time left before Eggman fires that weapon again. We've got to hurry. Let's find the cannon and destroy it.
Yeah! Someone designed that weapon to be impenetrable from outside attacks. Its defense shields are super strong, so we have to find a way to destroy it
Isn't
inside.
that a Chaos Emerald?
It looks like it, doesn't it? But in fact, it's a fake one I created after researching the real emerald. It has the same wavelength and properties, but it's less powerful than the real one. It's designed to reverse the energy field inside the Chaos Emeralds and blow up. It looks so real, even a machine can't tell the difference. I'll find the power supply and destroy it. Sonic, you find the control room, okay?
So the plan is, we'll switch the Chaos Emeralds when the machine is stopped, right?
I hate you! You guys always leave me behind and have all the fun!
I don't know why that little echo was there. Just gotta have all the fun. Is there a reason? Someone one day decided, yeah, this can come. Admittedly, if I was in charge of doing certain things with the game, I probably would have done the same stupid thing. was thinking about it. I wonder if you can get a, like, because I resetted the level earlier. I reset the level, I don't know grammar that well, but I reset the level earlier with Knuckles where I got that you know, the thing. I got that, where I got that power up. Kind of wonder though. Wonder if you have to complete a level even after getting it. Oh gosh, I never actually thought about that. Or if I did before, I completely forgot what the answer was. Alright. I think that's another thing that gets on my nerves here, is that there's no like grab for like, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but like there's no grab for Tails and Eggman and stuff, and like, so like when you're going up against the wall, it just pushes you down really far. Like this right here. Like look at that, look at that. It's just like, oh, you're bumping against the wall. Okay, we're gonna push you down. Love this game. I feel like I have to clarify that a lot. It's just like, you know, I rant about a lot of things, but I'm just like, that doesn't mean that I hate the game. But, I'll tell you one game that really gets on my nerves when it comes to, stuff is, Jak 2. Jak 2 definitely, I mean, Jak 3 also. Jak 1 has its own. Jak and Daxter has its own set of problems, but boy, Jak 2, awful when it comes to difficulty balancing. Jak 2 is, should I say this? There is something that draws me to come back to the game. It's just, overall, it is horrible when it comes to difficulty balancing. It's not good. Like, I remember when Square Eyed Jack did a review of, like, he did all the Jak and Daxter games. And, I just remember this very moment. He was ranting about Jak 2, but he gave it an overall still good score. Like, he gave the original Jak and Daxter an 8 out of 10. And I was like, I don't know if I can quite say that, but it is a pretty good, solid, collectathon. He gave Jak 2 a 7 out of 10. Okay, I was like, okay. I'm assuming Jak 3, because they improved on a lot of stuff, he's gonna give that one a 8 out of 10 as well, or something, or possibly a 7 out of 10, whatever. It's obviously 7 out of 10. That's still a good rating. No, he gives Jak 3 because it's easier, because it's actually more fun. It almost made me think, oh, because it's more fun, because it's more possible to do things. He gives it a 6 out of 10, which he tries to clarify that it's still not a bad rating. That's still more positive than negative. But his reasoning for giving it a lower rating made absolutely no sense. It was not justified. Everyone has their own opinions, but if you try to, like, judge and recommend to people, that wouldn't be a good recommendation. You wouldn't be the best person to go to for that. Because that made no sense. It's easier, it's more fun, it's easier and more possible. So that way, because of that, it's worse than Jak 2. I'm speaking right out of my ass. I wanted to go on a rant about that. Like I said, everyone has their own opinions, but boy, He's not a good judge of that. Jak 3 is easily better. Like, there's no question about it. Jak 3 is easily better than Jak 2. There are probably things in Jak 2 that are better than Jak 3. But overall, Jak 3 is definitely the superior game. Anyone who disagrees with me is wrong. I'm sure. But I mean, seriously, like, Jak 2, the difficulty was way too unbalanced and difficult. So, like, and it has horrible checkpoints. I probably should talk about this more if I ever get around to actually being able to play those games. But I just want to just say for now that they're not good. Probably okay. Jak 2, I think it's okay. I think it's okay because it has some really good gameplay elements. I do still come back to it despite how much I hate it. Wow, really? But anyway. Anyway, yeah, so Jak 2 is definitely not a better game. It's definitely Jak 3 out of those two. The original Jak and Daxter was different. It's because, like, now part of the reason games like Jak 2 and Jak 3 happened, or the reason they even switched over in Jak 2, was because of, times changing. Everyone was switching to, everyone was getting away from the collectathons. There were so many of them back then.
I did it!
So they decided to change it up. But anyway. But I do think that out of all those games, I do kind of like Jak 3 the best. Well, I think that Jak and Daxter has its own, you know, level of goodness. I think that Jak 2, like... I think that Jak 3 is, you know, the best one.
Okay,
it has its own set of problems, but, you know.
Now put that emerald...
Tails, tell Sonic to meet you back at the research facility.
Sonic! Amy is...
I didn't get that, Tails. What happened to Amy? Tails!
Get back, folks. I can pause it. There we go. Anyway. Hot on llama. Boy, I hate trying to deal with these rocks. These meteors, I mean. That is something that very much gets on my nerves. Especially because they got those meteors coming down. That's really dumb. Yeah. This is the one I truly need to deal with. Get this power up. Wait, I want to get that. And this. Go. Down below. Hey, whoa now. I think it's because those meteors are randomized, and you don't see them coming, that kind of gets annoying. Like that right there, what the heck? I don't know what that sound was. I guess I was imitating Chuckles there. Let's see. Oh, that's right, because these are, I was gonna say down below, huh? I just remembered, these are, you have to think the opposite of what the things say. I gotta go way up here to find stuff. Possibly. Like how it still makes the dirt sound, even though he's on like whatever material this is. Probably like some sort of metal or something, or you know, something that's not at all dirt. I mean, I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's some kind of special material that sounds like dirt when you dig into it. Okay, well, it says down below. Here and I. Go. Front of the dock, O2 or whatever, and then what does the next one say when I get to it? Yeah. What did I unlock? Oh, maybe it's over here. Okay, whatever the point of that was. Now, I do like how this level's more open. My only issue is it's a bit too big. You know? It's just a bit too big. So I imagine that might mean that it's behind Dock 02 or whatever. Or maybe it's not opposite stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just Rouge's that's the opposite of what it says. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it must just be Rouge's that's 2 more left. Rouge's stage, it's like this. No. Good. On a container. There is something I thought about though. I wonder how it would be. I've mentioned this before, but I wonder how it would be if Knuckles had a collectathon game. I think that would be pretty cool. If done right, I think it would be pretty interesting. Like, have it be built around something like this, but the whole game is built around it. And you're not timed. And it's, you know, it's set up like a collectathon game. Those have made a comeback, kind of. Alright, so forgot to put the container on the container. On a huge container. Let me guess. I think it might be on a container. I don't know. But it's shoot. I just think that I don't know. I think it'd be cool to see a collectathon game starring Knuckles. Maybe Rouge as well. You know, whoever else is a treasure hunter. Okay, so it's on a large suspended container. Like those people that have those kind of voice, you know. And then there's someone who would, like, you know, call shoes sneakers and stuff. They would say like sneakers or something, you know. Well, the word sneaker for shoes, I hate that. I hate it. Maybe there might be something to that, but like, or it could have been the origin of what the shoes were originally called, but like, yeah. Well, it's not. Oh, well, it's above it. I guess they mean on it. They didn't say in it, they said on it. Jump from the star. Okay. I think that's probably what they meant, but... Okay, is it up here somewhere? By the stars? Something I want to here's some words I would like to express. If I ever say I ever get to a point where I have many people watching, many people commenting and stuff on Twitch while I'm live. If it ever gets to that point, I don't really plan on having mods unless things get out of hand and I need someone to help me out. But from my experience, I've known some nice mods and stuff, where they're generally nice. But man, some of them can be real dicks. I mean, it kind of makes me think of managers and, you know, like managers for actors and stuff. And I actually heard from a show, actually got this part from a show where it said the reason that that most actors have managers and people, you know, stuff like that, is to tell people no because the actor's too nice to say no. So they got so they get a manager to say no for them. I got that joke from Father of the Bride, a show that I feel is... I'd have to watch it again, but from when I watched it, I feel like it was kind of underrated. But anyway, whatever that was supposed to be. Smallest and fastest... lot of meteor. Smallest and fastest routing meteor. You'll see after using the spring. Okay. So is it not up here? Yes, not up here. I don't have a clue at the moment. So I mean, like, the level's a bit too big. Like, I do like all the freedom. I do like all the freedom of being able to move around and not being in an aquatic mine or a cramped-in pyramid. Well, this is when it was a little too big. This is like this is a whole stage for a Halo match. Anyway, but yeah, I know some mods that are just really like unnecessarily, put it lightly, mean to people. Like, you know, like I said, I get it. They gotta manage some things. You know, when the streamer can't really get to it. There are some that just like I said, that like I ranted about some teachers I've had. They're power hungry, and they like anything that they do is, you know, anything that anyone does, it's just like, oh well, we're gonna put you in timeout here, or we're gonna ban you, and blah blah blah. It's like, cool, that makes all kinds of sense. Although I do kind of wonder if I doubt it. I'm sure there's some kind of rule that Twitch has, maybe, to where you can't do this, but I do kind of wonder if it's possible to block a mod, person who's a mod, and then they can't do anything to you because they can't see you. I've never, like, I've thought about that before. It's like, I wonder if you can, like, block a mod, person who's a mod, and then they can't really see what you're doing. I doubt that's the case, but I don't know. I'm curious. I'm also curious of where this stupid thing is. This small and fastest meteor thing. The hints were not very good. Well, yeah. But yeah, it just makes me wonder about that sometimes. Like, if I had a mod, or if I had a mod, and they started like deleting messages of people that were not, you know, doing anything particularly wrong, or not wrong enough to like ban them or put them in the timeout or whatever, delete their messages, then I would probably get rid of that mod. It just depends, or it depends on how much it happens, or I would fix it and say, don't punish them again for this, or you'll get banned. You know, I get that you'll have a set of rules, but you know, you can't, like, it's people who do it over just about anything. Like, I remember joking around in one stream. I'm not gonna say who, but I remember joking around in one stream and just like I didn't know at the time that they were against self-promoting, but I was just joking around doing it. I wasn't being serious. I mean, I guess you could say I technically did self-promote myself, but I wasn't being serious. And then they were like, alright, put him in timeout, a 10-minute timeout or whatever. I'm just like, wow, get your head out of your ass. I don't know if that's the right term, I just felt like doing that. Just felt like saying it like that. Hold on just a minute, folks. But anyway. Yeah, so if I ever get mods for my channel, if I ever have to get mods, I'm gonna be clarifying with them. I'm gonna say you're not to punish this person over this thing, over these little things. If you do, you're no longer my mod. It's like, yeah, punish the people who will... Like, here's the thing about self-promoting. I don't care if you self-promote on here. The only time I'll care is if it just gets annoying and out of hand. That's when I'll actually say, okay, stop, please. Because there was a person who like, talked about their channel on here whenever I was like playing Portal 2 a couple months ago, and I was just like, you know, that's fine, cool, I'm gonna check it out actually. Now if he just kept saying, hey, do this, hey, do this, hey, do this, and or you know, it ended up feeling like a bot or something doing something, obviously that's different. But when it comes to actually trying to,
I have to try harder.
When it comes to, like, you know, actually, like, when they just say, hey, I got this one little thing, or hey, I remember when I was doing this, or something, or when I did this, when I did that. Wait for the cutscene to pass.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Very well. If that's how you want to play, I will take it from you.
But like, whenever I was, I remember there was just little things, and they were just like, don't self-promote, and I'm just like, what the heck is wrong with just mentioning that you did something before? No, like I said, now for my thing, I guess it kind of made sense a little bit, because it actually sounded like I was trying to self-promote. They didn't understand really that I was joking around.
Can be true. I never lose.
Which at first I thought they understood it, because it sounded like they laughed about it. Or they got the joke and stuff, but then I was wondering, I was like, wait, why am I really? I'm in timeout for that? You know. But basically, they better be glad that karma isn't real.
Stop fooling around and give me back my emerald.
What are you babbling about? Call yourself a hunter, attacking a lady? Shame on you!
What kind of lady goes around stealing gems anyway?
Those belong to me!
I guess she forgot she can fly.
What in the world? Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch me.
Is that how you say thanks to someone who just saved your life?
Saving my life. Don't think I owe you one. You just wanted to hold my hand, didn't you? That's why you saved me. You're such a creep.
This isn't a joke. Think what you want, Batgirl. I was saving the Master Emerald.
No matter what you say, it sounds crazy.
What?
Fine, then just take them. They stink like echidnas do.
If that's what you thought, you should have given me them in the first place. Finally.
What?
I'm sorry if I hurt you.
We should get going.
But yeah, so just had to get. This is a day where I get some rants out. Apparently, this is a stream of rants. I do that sometimes though. Whenever I'm like don't know what to talk about, I'll get rants out instead. Or even if I do know what I'm talking about, it's just even if I do know what to talk about, sometimes it'll still be rants. I remember someone ranted in the comments of one of my videos. In one of my videos, someone complained about like Rayman 2. First, before I get to that, if I remember to get to that, because I've mentioned it before, so even if I forget, you know, it's like, it's whatever. But my video about Rayman 2, you know, anyway. But like, yeah, there's some mods where it's just like, don't say spoilers or we'll ban you, or don't do this, we'll ban you. And it's just like, yeah, they technically they have the power, they have the choice to do that, of course. But man, some are just so, you know. Well, yeah, they have the power. It's the channel, and then the mods are given the permission by the creator, the streamer. But I'm just saying, you know, don't expect this to go over so well. Luckily, I'm a nice guy. And like I said, if I believed in if karma were a real thing, they wouldn't be having the best of times after doing that. Now, if karma were also real, there'd be times where I would definitely get, you know, my ass handed to me with some things, but that's mostly from the past, though. It's not really stuff I do today. I'm not saying I'm some angel today, but you know, I don't try to get on people's bad sides. But there are some people where no matter what you do, you're on their quote unquote bad side. So, you know. Oh yeah, there we go. There's that power up. But anyway. Yeah, I just remember, I don't know. I've gotten banned for stupid reasons. Like, basically, unlike the teachers and stuff, unlike, you know, stuff I've done in the past, like I said, where I know I look back, I really did deserve this, or, you know, unlike that, there's only been like 1 or 2 times where I've been online and getting blocked or getting timed out or whatever of a stream, or being blocked in general by somebody has actually been justified. There has only been like very few times where it's been justified where I've gotten in trouble, or not in trouble, but like where someone has blocked me or something like that, something along those lines. Put me in timeout on stream. There's only been like very, very few times when it was actually justified looking back. Otherwise, a lot of the reasons that I've been timed out or blocked or whatever, had my messages deleted, have not been good. Like I said, if karma were a thing, boy, they would, you know, I know it. I think on the last level I may do a chow thing. But like, anyway. So yeah, but yeah, so alright, so talking about my Rayman 2 video, I made a video back in April that was where I was talking about 2, and I was comparing Rayman's, which I've actually ranted about this a lot before. I've actually talked about this a lot before. What am I trying to think of here? Before I actually made the video. I talk about why I pretty much prefer the PS1 version, despite so many people saying that's one of the worst versions. And when I made the video, I basically explained, you know, I compared it to the N64 version, which the N64 version isn't considered the best one, but it's considered higher up there with the other ones. And not to repeat myself, because you can just watch the video if you want to, self-promotion, on my YouTube channel. And, well, the thing, like, okay, so basically I talked about all the reasons, like, I went through pretty much all the levels, and now I'm going to be silent for now. Oh!
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald, slowly, and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is, if you really care for her.
Handing over the fake emerald? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Put the emerald down right there and back off.
You turned into a big-time villain, Doctor.
Whoa! You thought you could trick me with that fake emerald, didn't you?
So, how did you know it wasn't the real one?
Tails!
Because you just told me, Fox Boy. Now, for a little space ride. The capsule clears the colony bad.
I'm counting on you, Tails. Amy, take care of yourself.
Farewell, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Sonic! It has the same wavelength and properties, but is less powerful than the real one.
The same wavelength and properties. But can I do this?
Farewell, my admirable adversary. Now we have some unfinished business to take care of. If you give me the real emerald, I will release you both. You have my promise.
Sonic!
Huh?
Sonic's asked me for the first time to do something for him. I won't let him down. I won't give up.
You're no match for me. Sweet little fox.
Oh. So anyway, going back to shoot, I hate this. It's almost undodgeable because of the way the physics are and stuff.
I can't lose to
I
Tails.
did it.
Although sometimes it's that easy. Sometimes it really does take that much time to beat it. Now we'll be silent again for the cutscene.
I feel some strange energy.
Hey, Sonic! Whoa, I wasn't sure if I could pull that one off. Somehow I managed to use the chaos control.
chaos control? Are you okay?
I'm worried about Tails and Amy. I hate to ask, but could you help them? This is our last chance. I got it. Before the cannon fires, I'll slam dunk it in there.
Hmm? Last level. Yeah. Yeah, it's talking to me. Okay, alright, Sylvester, I need to... Watch out now. I know. Oh. He's just being overly dramatic, folks. If you hear him meowing like he's panicking about something, he's being overly dramatic. Anyway, even if he's hungry, you know, even if he's got food, he'll act like he's hungry and starving. You have to go remind him, hey, you have food down here. Yeah, I know. I realize that. I get it. Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah, let me see if I can jump down here and look at Sonic there. This isn't always successful, like right now, as he burns up in the atmosphere. Damn, not here. Yeah. But anyway, I remember on anyway, going back to my Rayman 2 thing. Basically, I was saying how problem with, like, you know, like, the complaint about Rayman 2 is that about Rayman 2 on PS1 is that it cut content. And normally I would agree. Like, most games, when they cut out the content, the one that has the more content is usually the better one, unless it's like a broken mess. Unless the game is a broken mess, it's gonna have more content. Usually the superior game is the one that's the same game, but with more to it. I can agree on that. The thing with Rayman 2, though, is that more content isn't really good. There may be like one or two things that are good, and I wish were in the PS1 version. That's in the N64 and other versions, but other than that, I just found the PS1 version better, and some people say nostalgia has to do with that, but I'm just like, well, nostalgia clearly has something to do with you like preferring this version, you know, this one, or you know, because it's because like I think that it's like so many parts in that game where it drags on. And it's not as straightforward. And while the PS1 version does have a couple of levels that are not as straightforward as others, I find it better. Now here's the thing, I did conclude at the end of the video, spoilers, that if some of that stuff had been there as like separate bonus stages or something, or like some parts of some levels were there as like a bonus thing or like a separate level, then that'd be fine. It wouldn't be fine, like, you know, if I fell down like that, like just now on this game, but it'd be fine if they separated them, like, so that way you wouldn't be in the same level for longer than necessary. But because the other versions have, basically, so the other versions that aren't PS1 do have more levels, but again, they're not, like, worth, you know, having in the PS1 version. I know, Sylvester. And then, like, basically, it's, I know. Get that thing up here. What? But, yeah, like I said, it's still has time there. But like I said, I mean, everyone has their own opinions on stuff, but I'm just giving my opinion, saying that the PS1 version is my favorite version because of the cut content, because it cuts content, because of the content that it did cut, I should say. Like, it didn't, like, there were some things that, like, okay, maybe the PS1 really wasn't powerful enough, but then there were some things where but then there were a lot of things where I was just like, I don't think they cut them out just because of limitations. I don't think that was the whole reason. And now, I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, it's better also because of the voice acting. I'm not gonna say that. I actually wasn't intending on getting this power up, but I'm glad I did. Well, can't use it now because that's the problem with the shield here. It's kind of a double-edged sword with having that shield. Because when you get that shield, when you're trying to get across somewhere that has a row of rings, that's a problem. Because they grab onto them. This is one thing that Shadow the Hedgehog did really right with that. So when they had the trail of rings, if you accidentally get one, you can still do the thing because like there's like invisible rings, or well, you know, quote unquote invisible rings, transparent rings that don't count as actual rings, but they're still there in case you need to, you know, use them. Well, okay, save myself there. Yakko, why would you go off the edge like that? Anyway, I remember after releasing that video, so far, like, it's gotten over 12 likes. But, there was a person who commented on there that, like, went on a little rant saying, like, well, actually, the others are objectively superior to the PS1 version. And all that stuff, and saying about how I'm just wrong, and I'm a crap critic now, and like, where my credibility of it is crap now. Because of that one video that I made. Oh, he got his little feelings hurt. He had to go on a little rant because he got his little feelings hurt. He hurt mine. I can't make reviews anymore because... Screw the other stuff. For now. Five minutes, 44 seconds.
You never cease to surprise me, Brew Hedgehog. I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
You know, what can I say? I die hard. You actually saved me, you know.
It was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control using an emerald that's fake. So, there's more to you than just looking like me. What are you, anyway?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
I see. But you know, I can't let you live. Your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Well, having adventure in the titles almost came to an end. Or pretty much came to an end, except for Sonic Rush Adventure.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of Chaos Control!
Really? Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny how, like, that's actually apparently And he's like, this is the ultimate. He was actually supposed to say like the ultimate power or something, but because they like cut out or something, or something moved too quickly so you don't hear the whole thing. Just like whenever Sonic says, I think Sonic eventually also says something like, this is, I'll use your power, or I'll use your something as his chaos control. But in this one, he's like, I'll use your chaos control. Out of all the character versus character, fights in these adventure games and stuff, this one, or gosh, out of just about any Sonic game, unless it's built around the character versus character aspect, out of all of them, this is probably the best one. This is probably the best fight out of all of them. Because, like, just about every time that you've had to fight, like in Sonic Adventure, when you fought Knuckles, or with either Sonic or Tails, or whenever you use Knuckles to fight Sonic, or whenever a character fights Gamma, those have all been pretty pathetic. Even in like Sonic and Sonic and Knuckles and stuff, those are pretty pathetic fights with Knuckles. This one actually pulled it off pretty well. I'm not saying this is like the best boss fight ever or anything, but I'm just saying, like, this one actually, in terms of character versus character, this is pulled off pretty well. Yeah, one of these days, folks, I'll try to see if I can stream whenever I'm if I can stream with at a later time. But this fight does get on my nerves, though. Don't get me wrong, because that's really annoying. Because it's just like, okay, you can't always hit them like that. But then, like, it's hard to hit them, and not fall off, or not, have this happen, not have that happen, that kind of thing. There we go.
Game over, Shadow.
Sonic, I did it!
Awesome job, Tails!
Sonic!
Look outside!
Skywalker did it. So he looks Skywalker because of this little reference right here. Yeah, that's definitely a reference to Star Wars. Not that, no, obviously not that there. So if you're wondering about why it's showing the second player got the player 2 got the points or got the achievement, that's because at the moment I have I keep forgetting I have a controller plugged in, like a wired controller, Xbox One controller, so it's still registering like whenever I turn this one on, it shows it like it's a second player controller. I think I kind of like this version of the song better than the original. Maybe. I don't know, something about it just feels better than the original version. What? You don't know? Huh? Really? Yeah. Well, I don't look back, I don't need to. Yeah. What? Big knife. I don't know. One you think is right. Oh yeah, when I was ranting about those rednecks earlier, in the stream. One other thing I forgot to mention, the reason I was mentioning the music and stuff is because they had the music playing, and so they would randomly go walk around the bus and then say something about their big green tractor, or, you know, whatever those songs say. Don't matter. I don't know. Yep, Sonic's 10th anniversary is when this game came out. And we're about to see a trailer, a teaser for the next story.
Eggman steals the research from a military base located on an island to the south. The military's top-secret weapon, Shadow, sealed in the space colony Ark, the 7 Chaos Emerald. When all of the keys have been collected, world conquest will be ahead. Sonic Adventure 2. The Dark Side Story. Long live the Eggman Empire.
Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this stream. Next time, well, you know, next time I can stream, I'll be doing the Dark Side story, and after that, the last story, and, you know, we'll see what happens there, and I'll be getting all the power-ups before that, but, you know, anyway. So that's all that. Until next time, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe if you want to see more of these. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch, see potential future live videos. And again, thanks for watching, and I'm ending the stream now.